Good morning, Renee coming to you from the Pisgah National Forest and the banks of the Davidson River, where I just finished my forest-based workout, and I'll let you take in the river here for a minute. And I'm popping into your inbox with the Live Inside Out question of the week. This is a question that I'm sitting with to help me slow down and live more intentionally, live from the inside out. So I just finished leading a women's retreat here in North Carolina in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and it was a beautiful, powerful experience. But the first morning of the retreat, I was really struggling. We were at a new center, and we had a lot of new things in place, and things were not going quite as I had envisioned. And that part of me that can be very controlling and perfectionistic was just rearing her head. And so as I came into circle that first morning, I saw no other course than to be real and be vulnerable and share what I was struggling with, and share that I had meditated and it had gotten some guidance that we needed to move our bodies to get unstuck. And from my sharing, everything shifted. So I call that emotional self-care, the care and feeding of my heart. So the question that I'm offering up this week is, how can we prioritize emotional self-care? So I've been teaching self-care for 25 years, at the most base level, we talk about physical, spiritual, mental, and emotional self-care. And I think of emotional self-care as, yes, the care and feeding of our hearts. And for me, that often looks like making sure I have friendships that allow me to show up warts and all, like my soft place to fall, taking time for journaling, taking time if I need to see a counselor or a therapist or a somatic experiencing practitioner, and women's groups. That is a huge source of emotional self-care, emotional nourishment for me. So this week, I encourage you to sit with that question if that resonates with you. What does emotional self-care, the care and feeding of your heart, look like this week? And I'll send you some resources in the link down below. And I will also invite you to a couple things I have coming up. So I will be at Kripalu Center for Yoga and Health, the largest retreat center in North America and my favorite retreat center, doing Awakening Your Wild Soul, a women's self-renewal retreat, October 13th through 15th. It will be gorgeous, absolutely stunning, leaf color, and you can read more about that below. And then January 19th through 21st, I will be back at Kripalu for Sing, Dance, Pray, Romancing the Beloved, a deeply nourishing and restorative winter retreat. So consider joining me for that. If you live in Western North Carolina, I'm going to be launching a new women's journey, a 13-week journey called Cultivating Grace, Power, and Intuition, a women's self-renewal program. And we'll be sharing more about that this week. So I am so glad to be with you and to have this moment to connect. I'd love to hear from you around emotional self-care or anything else that's coming up for you. Take good care.